Hello students, this is Coach Holliday again, and today we're going to look at more constant rates of change. This is just a follow-up lesson from the one we did yesterday, but it actually goes in a little bit greater detail and we look at more than one thing happening at a time. So go ahead and take out your notes packet if you have one, and if you don't, just do this on notebook paper, and let's go ahead and get started. Okay, our example says Olivia and Chad were at adjacent typewriters. Adjacent means next to each other, while practicing their typing. Olivia averages 45 words per minute, which means she can type 45 words every minute, while Chad averages 36 words per minute, which means he's going to type 36 words every minute. When Olivia started typing, Chad had already typed 90 words. So what we want to do is make a table, then write a function to show the number of words each person typed, and then we'll finish some more problems from there, okay? So if you look at the table, you'll notice that we've got a number of minutes. We've got Olivia's words after those minutes and Chad's words after those minutes, okay? And again, it said Olivia types 45 words per minute, Chad types 36 words per minute, and when Olivia starts, Chad's already typed 90 words. Right, so this is all going to be important for when we go ahead and write or complete our table. Okay, so let's just start with 1 minute, what they've typed after 1 minute, and then we'll do 2 minutes, and then we'll do 3 minutes, and then we'll do 4 minutes. Okay, all right, so Olivia's total words, she types 45 words per minute. So after 1 minute, she had typed 45 words, and that'd be times 1 for 1 minute. After 2 minutes, Olivia would have typed 45 words times 2, which would be 90. And the first one would be 45. After 3 minutes, she would type 45 words each minute for 3 minutes. And that'd be 135 words. After 4 minutes, she typed 45 words four times, so 4 times 4, 45 would be 180 words. Okay, so that's for Olivia. Now I'm going to use a different color and we'll look at Chad's. After 1 minute, here's the deal. After 1 minute, Chad had already typed 90 words, okay, after Olivia started. So he'd already typed 90 words, and then he had typed another 36 words during that first minute. Okay, so 36 times 1. All right, after 2 minutes, he had typed 90 words to start with, and then there were 236 words. After 3 minutes, Chad had typed 90 to start with, plus 36 times 3 minutes. And after 4 minutes, he'd already typed 90 minutes, plus 36 times, or 90 words, plus 36 times 4 words. Okay? So now let's look at how this looks for X minutes, okay? Say we don't know the number of minutes. So if you'll notice in our columns here, in Olivia's column, this part changes, and in Chad's column, this part changes, but everything else stays the same. So that's what we'll do. In this 1, 2, 3, 4, those all come from the number of minutes. The 1, 2, 3, 4 come from the number of minutes. So instead of putting the number of minutes there, we're just going to put X there. So for Olivia, it would be 45 times the number of minutes, or times X. And for Chad, his would be 90 plus 36 times X, because X is the number of minutes, okay? So the functions for each of these, for Olivia's would be Y equals 45X. And for Chad, the function would be Y equals 90 plus 36 times X. Okay, so hopefully you understood that. Now what we're going to do is we're going to use these two functions to help us answer a couple of other questions. Okay, so now if we look at this, we're going to look at after 5 minutes how many words each of them had typed. So minutes was our X, so we're going to replace the X with 5. So For Olivia, we'd say to find the number, or the number of words, we're going to multiply 45 times 5. And 45 times 5 would equal 215. I'm sorry, it's not 215, it's 225. And for Chad, we plug in a 5 for x, so 90 plus 36 times 5, and we get 270 words after 5 minutes. Now remember, Chad was 90 words ahead when they started, and now after 5 minutes he's only about 45 words ahead. So Olivia's starting to catch up. Okay, the next question says, how many minutes will pass before Olivia has typed the same number of words as Chad? The same number, that means that they're equal. So what we're going to do in this situation, we're going to set the two equations together. So we're going to set 45x and 90 plus 36x. Since they're exactly the same, we want them to be the same. So I do this. I'd say 45x equals 90 plus 36x. If you'll remember back with some lessons we did earlier in the year, we said that they're the same. That means we set them equal. So now go ahead and solve this for x, and then click start the video back up. So if you went through and did this, you would have seen, to solve it, you would have seen that x is 10. So that means after 10 hours, Olivia and Chad would have typed the exact same amount of words. I'm sorry, after 10 minutes, not hours. After 10 minutes, Olivia and Chad would have typed the same number of words. Okay? All right, let's go on to the next problem. I'm going to let you do a little bit more on this one on your own. But during a local triathlon competition, Jay finished his swimming portion 5 minutes before his nearest competitor, Bill. Therefore, in the next portion, bicycling, Jay got started riding 5 minutes before Bill. Jay averaged 0.25 miles per minute on his bicycle ride, while Bill averaged 0.3 miles per minute. We're going to make a table and then write a function to show the number of words each person typed. So let's see if you can make a table with this and actually come up with those equations. So I want to have you pause the video, go ahead and write, complete the table. You can start it back up then and check what you did, and then go ahead and write the functions for that, and we'll check those too. Okay, now if you'll see that I went ahead and listed minutes 1, 2, 3, 4, and Bill's distance, notice he went 0.3 times 1 minute, 0.3 times 2 minutes, 0.3 times 3 minutes, 0.3 times 4 minutes. On Jay's, though, Jay's a little difference. This 0.25 times 1, 0.25 times 2, 0.25 times 3, 0.25 times 4, that probably makes sense. But you may want to know where this 1.25 came from. Remember, it said that he had a 5-minute head start. So what I did is I did 5 times, and how fast does he go per minute? He goes 0.25. So 5 times 0.25. If I multiply those together, that means he was 1.25 miles ahead of Bill when he started. All right? So that's where that 1.25 came from. Okay, now use what you have in each of those columns and go ahead and write your functions for those. So pause the video and then start it up when you're ready. Okay, as you can see, we came up with the function values y equals 0.3x for Bill and y equals 1.25 plus 0.25x for Jay. Got that from was that Bill is riding 0.3 miles times the number of minutes, and Jay is riding 0.25 miles per minute times the number of minutes, and then remember he had that 1.25 mile head start. Okay? All right. Now the last couple questions is who is ahead after Bill's been riding for 8 minutes, and then when will they be at the same distance, or when will Bill catch up with Jay? So go ahead and see if you can figure that out. Remember what your equations were. For Bill, it was y equals 0.3x, and for Jay, it was y equals 1.25 plus 0.25x. Okay, so go ahead and see if you can figure those out after they've been writing for 8 minutes first, and then when will they be at the same distance. Okay, if you substitute the 8 into each equation for x, you'll see that Bill has ridden 2.4 miles and Jay has ridden 3.25. So Jay is still ahead after 8 minutes. So we would say that Jay is ahead after those 8 minutes. Okay? Now, remember, to find out when they're going to be the same distance or when Bill catches up with Jay, set each of the equations equal to each other and then solve for the variable. So go ahead and I'll help you set it up. You're going to say 0.3x, that's J, I'm sorry, actually that's Bill, equals 1.25 plus 0.25x, and that's J. Now we're going to set them equal. We're going to solve the equation, all right, for x. The x's are on different sides, so you got to move them to one side. Okay, so do that. Pause the video, do that, and then come back and see how you did. Okay, so you can see I solved the equation, 0.3x equals 1.25 plus 0.25x, by subtracting 0.25x from both sides and then dividing by 0.05. When I did that, I got 25, so 25 minutes. So after 25 minutes, Bill and Jay will be at the same place. They will, Bill would have caught up with Jay. Okay, bring this with you to class tomorrow. Hopefully it makes sense. If you need to go back and watch it again, please do. Bring any questions with you to class, and also put those questions in your WISC and submit that WISC so that you get credit for watching the video. We'll see you tomorrow.